Welcome. At C&K, your safety is paramount. It is important that everyone working or visiting a C&K service has an understanding of the building emergency procedures. Would you know what to do in an emergency? Where is your nearest safe exit and assembly point? What is your role in the event of an emergency? It is important that you familiarise yourself with the local fire and emergency procedures at each C&K service you attend. When you visit a C&K service, remember to always sign in to the visitor register, which is usually held at reception. This will form part of the roll call in the event that the building is evacuated. All C&K services are fitted with a variety of safety installations and equipment that will ensure you remain safe in the event of a fire or emergency. Each building will have evacuation diagrams strategically located on the walls. Evacuation diagrams will indicate safe exit routes, the location of the emergency assembly point, the location of firefighting and first aid equipment, and include specific actions to ensure safe evacuation of all adults and children. Ensure you familiarise yourself with the evacuation diagrams in your service and the instructions. One of the most common building fire safety features are smoke alarms. Depending upon the type of detector, an audible alarm will activate if heat or smoke particles are registered. During an emergency, power may be lost. If this occurs, emergency lighting will activate and the exit signs will remain lit to guide you to safe evacuation. Some C&K services may have fire doors that are installed. Do you have a fire door at your service? These are doors with a fire resistance rating and are designed to reduce the spread of fire or smoke between areas and enable safe egress from the building. Things to remember with fire doors are: you should never impair a fire door with a door wedge, chock, or any other obstacle or equipment. Fire doors are required to be kept clear at all times. Firefighting equipment is also installed in C&K services. This may include fire hose reels, which are identified by these signs. To operate a fire hose, follow the 3 steps identified on the hose reel, and remember, the hose must be manned by 2 people when in use. Fire blankets are usually found in cooking areas and are ideal for addressing cooking fat fires. If you need to use a fire blanket, ensure you place the fire blanket. Do not throw fire blankets over cooking fat fires. Keep hands and face protected behind it. Turn off the heat source and leave the blanket over the burnt area for at least 15 minutes or until the heat has dissipated, and dial 000 to call the fire service. Where are the fire blankets located in your service? 2 types of extinguishers are commonly used at C&K services. These are CO2 and dry chemical powder, or DCP. The CO2 extinguisher has a black strip and is best used to extinguish flammable liquid or electrical fires. The dry chemical powder extinguisher has a white strip and is best used to extinguish wood, paper, textile, or flammable liquid fires. Other types of extinguishers include water, foam, and many more. Prior to using an extinguisher, you should check the following. Is it the right extinguisher for the fire? Is it in date? Is the anti-tamper seal in place? And is the extinguisher charged and ready to go? Do you know where the extinguishers are located in your service? To use an extinguisher, remember the acronym PASS. P is for pull. Pull the pin, breaking the anti-tamper seal. Prior to approaching the fire, give the extinguisher a little test squeeze. A is for aim. Aim at the base of the fire. S for squeeze. Squeeze the trigger firmly until extinguishing media is released. And S is for sweep. Ensure you maintain a back and forth sweeping motion. With all firefighting equipment, it is important that you do not use it unless you are confident in its use. In the event of a fire or an emergency, it is vital that the alarm is raised immediately. Ensure you are familiar with how to raise the alarm in your service. Some services may have manual call points. Most of these can be operated by pressing hard in the middle of the clear window and breaking the cover. Call points can look different, but in most situations will either be red or white. Other means of raising the alarm may be used at some services. These may include using a whistle, chime, or air horn. Make sure you are clear on the method used for raising the alarm at your service. If the fire warden advises of the need to evacuate, ensure the emergency bag, first aid kit, and visitor sign-in book is collected. When evacuating, walk calmly and direct children and visitors towards the green and white exit signs. Educators in charge of a classroom are responsible for ensuring the safe evacuation of their room. Ensure you pass through the exit in which the exit sign sits above. Do not go in the direction in which the person on the sign is facing. Take only small personal belongings if they are close to you, and remember, all alarms, whether real or a drill, must be taken seriously on every occasion. Participation of these drills are mandatory, and drills should be conducted on a regular basis. Never use the lifts during an evacuation. Always use stairs, and be sure to walk calmly, holding the handrail. Please do not run, panic, return to your desk, or try to re-enter the building until the all clear is given. Remain at the assembly area until a roll call has been completed and the warden gives the all clear. Always follow the instructions of the fire wardens or responsible persons at your service. Ensure you are aware of who the fire wardens are at your service. In most cases, your wardens can easily be identified by the colour of their helmets, vests, or caps. If you are working alone or after hours, it is important that upon hearing the fire alarm or witnessing a fire, you evacuate the building immediately, contact 000, and await further instructions from the fire brigade. Contact your manager as soon as practical to advise them of the situation. So we can all be safe in the event of an emergency, it is important that you are familiar with your work areas and the layout of your service, including the locations of the emergency exits, fire equipment, and assembly areas. Respond to all alarms as planned, even if you think it is a false alarm or drill. Follow the directions of the chief and emergency wardens. Report all fires and other serious incidents. Keep access to all emergency exit routes, stairways, and fire equipment clear at all times. Ensure good housekeeping by avoiding the build-up of waste such as paper, cardboard, and other combustible materials, and storing flammable substances such as chemicals in appropriate cupboards. If you are not sure of any of the procedures mentioned today, contact your manager or talk to your service director.